people, welcome to United View, welcome to another road trip. It's Man United versus Aston Villa FA Cup third round. Big up to everyone who joined the stream earlier on with Gabby. He gave his thoughts and a lot of you have given yours in the comments as well. But onto the game, like I said in the preview a few hours ago, guys, earlier today, I fear the worst on this game. I honestly, I've spoken to a few friends on the way up and they're saying, you know, they're quite comfortable about this game. They think we're going to turn up. I was talking to Marcel actually. He sent me a message saying, I'm expecting 3-1 flex. The boys need to show up and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I want to have that optimism, but I really fear for us in this game. I think if we do win, like I said earlier, I think we'll scrape by. I'm waiting for that big performance where we can say, you know what, today we were really good. We thoroughly deserved to win from minute one to whatever, largely dominant, etc., etc. I'm still waiting for that. And look, I know that, look, it's different because Villa are in our league and very much, you know, a good team. But if you're not at it in the FA Cup, you can get turned over. Yes, you've seen some of the giant killings this weekend in the FA Cup, and again, I'm not suggesting that it is. It's a way more level playing field than that with the way we're playing, to give complete respect to Villa. And we all know too well about Villa's qualities. Steven Gerrard coming there, he's going to have them amped up, he's going to have them ready. They're going to be at it. Look, team news, we already know, not that a lot of us agree with it, Harry Maguire's going to start. There was calls for Phil Jones to start, but I think if you've got Lindelof back, I think he should start. He's been playing well. And I want Varane to kick on. I want Varane to start getting games. It's been a week since he played against Wolves. He's had a whole week off. There's no reason why he shouldn't be starting today. So it means probably Lindelof, who's been playing really well, won't play. And it means Jones won't play. And Maguire's going to walk straight back in and get his spot back when he hasn't been playing very well. So that's one thing that I know will irk me. He needs to have a good game. Interesting to see what he does in at fullback as well. Again, we haven't been good across the board no matter who plays. So I'm not going to just go in on Wan-Bissaka and Shaw because they were terrible against Wolves. Because, you know, the game before that, I think it was Telles and Dalot against Newcastle, and we weren't good then either. So it doesn't matter who plays at the moment. But it'd be interesting to see what he does do in terms of, does he go with maybe Shaw and maybe put Dalot in there tonight? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And the formation. I mean, look, does he just keep persisting with this? I mean, he spoke about maybe going to a 3 at the back and said it's a potential option for us. Could you see us doing that tonight at home against Aston Villa from the off? Probably not. I'll be surprised if we saw 3 centre halves actually with wing backs. Would I embrace it though? I would. It's something different. It's more width. It's a bit more stability. Yes, we're again, longevity wise, you might argue that the players we've got, they're going to get unhappy. You know, only 2 strikers can play when we play a 3-5-2. You know, and then you add Bruno into that, so you're taking away from the attackers. A lot got to sit down, but it's about getting the best balance for this team right now, and it's about getting results right now. You know, that was one thing under Ollie before he lost his job. After that international break, I think it was, and we come and then we had, I think it was after the Liverpool game, innit? And then we had Spurs away. Can't remember what order it was. And anyway, we went with the 3-5-2 then, because again, it's about, it was firefighting. We were conceding too many goals. We were playing poorly, and we had to tighten it up. And that's exactly what Ollie did do. Yes, we're not conceding a hell of a lot of goals. I know Ralph has spoke about that, but we just look off it. We look really, really off it. Do we need more bodies in there to press from that area to keep teams penned in? I don't know, but something's got to change, and obviously the players' mentality and intensity needs to change, but maybe it could be a formation thing. We will have 3 fit centre-backs. If you want to play Maguire, cool, but you know, you're going to have Maguire, Lindelof and Varane all ready to go with Jones on the bench in case something happens. So arguably we could do that, but I don't expect him to do that, especially because Villa played the 4-3-3 as well, so I think we'll probably match them in terms of a back 4 at least. But we just look so narrow in this 4-2-2. I have lost a little bit of patience with it already. I know you could call me reactionary or whatever, but I said it after the Wolves game. But to be fair, I will hold my hands up and say that Wolves game, it was even more evident that the formation wasn't right because of the way that Wolves play. Do you know what I mean? Because they had a back 5 and we were so narrow and they were able to stretch the pitch. and make it even bigger than it already is. And Ralph Rangnick spoke about that, which is why we did switch in the second half, but it still wasn't good enough. So against the back four, you know, look, we played against Newcastle, who played in that way with a back four. Or did they play a back five as well? I can't remember what they played. But again, they got chance after chance as well. So it almost doesn't matter what we come up against. Right now, we're not playing very well. McTominay and Fred, does it go with them for this game? I mean, Matic has played quite a couple of times now. Hasn't been amazing, hasn't lit it up. McTominay was okay against Burnley. Yeah, I get that. But again, poor the other day against Wolves. Fred missed out on both. I think Fred probably comes into this game. In my opinion, I think he has to. Again, it's not been perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but for this game, Gabby was saying about McGinn as well. I don't think he's out of this game. I thought he was going to be. McGinn, absolute engine room. You know, the same with Ramsey. These kids, they're not kids. Ramsey is, but they work hard. You know, Douglas Luiz, they work hard. So we need to have legs in there. As much as we're bored of McTominay and Fred and stuff like that, we ain't got anyone else. Do you know what I mean? And Matic, I think this game could pass him by. So definitely we need Fred back in there today. We need that energy, we need that tenacity. And I want to see him continue up front. Well, I'll get to up front in a minute actually. And the 2-10s are ahead of that, considering, assuming he's going to play the full 2-2 formation. I don't know, man. Bruno's got to start. Definitely Bruno. And maybe Mason. Yeah, I'd say maybe Bruno and Mason for this game. Sancho still huffing and puffing, trying to get his game going. Rashford's still been awful. I'd probably say, because Greenwood, to be fair, there was bruise ringing out when he got taken off against Wolves. I was very surprised to see him get taken off as well at that point. So I would go with Mason and Bruno in the 2-10 positions, and up front again I would go with Ronaldo and Cavani. So let me know what your team is, guys. But honestly, I just worry for the game, because like I said, if we are not at it, get turned over easy. This is a really tough week for Man United. Going, and then make no mistakes, the second game at Villa Park, under the lights, Coutinho, first game, Coutinho maybe by then, a couple of new signings, Gerrard on the up. It's going to be really difficult regardless of what this result is, even if we turn them over today. Be interesting. You know, we don't know how many changes they're going to make. I don't know if they're going to, you know, play a couple of their young players. I should imagine Steven Gerrard's going to go very, very strong now. You know, he's here to win. He's here to get the Villa fans on side, and he wants to win a cup in his first season. Why is he going to go to Man United and rest players? Especially when we got a whole week off and our next game's them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't see him resting too many. He'll be a full-strength Villa side, I should imagine. And we're going to have to be at it. You know, you can't look. Villa are not the perfect team. You know, Mings has got mistakes in him. You know, whether it's House or Konsa at the back. You know, they're not polished. Matty Cash, Target. These guys make mistakes. They're not super duper players, but they're decent players. And you know, if attacking wise, if you're not on the ball, Ollie Watkins will run you ragged. You know, McGinn will put in a shift and create opportunities. Ramsey works hard. You know. So we got to be on it. We got to be on our game. Whether it's Ings, whoever it is, whether it's Traore, these guys can make things happen. So we've got to pay respect to Villa that they deserve, because it's going to be a very, very tough game. Simple as. I think we're going to scrape by at best. That's my thing. Let me know what you guys think. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you keep Owen company on the match view. And then the full view will be live after that as well, where you guys can have your say. And then after that, we will be, we'll come up with you with the fan views also. So here's to a win, but I'm not confident. Peace.